There's a place buried deep in the Canadian wilderness where the snow never melts and the silence feels unnatural. Lake Anjikuni, a name you've probably never heard, but in 1930, something happened there that defies logic, history, and time. A small Inuit village once stood along its frozen banks. Hunters, families, children, roughly 30 souls, living simple, quiet lives until one bitter November night, when they all vanished. No signs of struggle, no screams heard, no blood spilled. One moment the village was alive, the next it was a ghost town, but without the ghosts. Joe LaBelle was a trapper, someone who hunted and sold animal pelts for a living. He traveled through this area many times before, relying on the village for shelter, food, and stories by the fire. But this time, something was wrong. He expected the usual warm welcome. Instead, he found silence. Not a single footprint, not a single voice, just abandoned sleds, untouched food, and half-sewn clothes left behind like someone had vanished mid-stitch. He even found dogs, dead, frozen, still tied to their posts, starved, as if something had kept them from fleeing, or worse, made them irrelevant. What force made an entire community disappear without a trace? And why has this case remained buried in forgotten archives, dismissed as folklore? This is the mystery of Lake Anjikuni. Welcome to Log 003. LaBelle, spooked and alone, fled the scene and alerted the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. When officers arrived, they confirmed the impossible. Every shelter was intact, nothing stolen, no signs of panic, just eerie absence. One officer noted that the village graves had been dug up, empty, coffins missing, not vandalized, opened, carefully.
Who would do that and why?
Even more disturbing, several hunters passing through the region in the weeks before had claimed to see strange lights over Lake Anjikuni, pulsing orbs floating above the tree line, silent, watching. Others reported hearing a hum, a deep vibration that seemed to crawl under their skin. Some dismissed it as auroras, others weren't so sure. Could it have been a mass abduction, a government cover-up, a rift in reality itself? Theories range from the supernatural to the extraterrestrial, but all we know for certain is that nothing was ever found. Not a body, not a clue. Lake Anjikuni swallowed a village, and it never gave it back. Skeptics argue the story was exaggerated, or even fabricated. They point to inconsistencies in reports, missing RCMP documentation, and a suspicious lack of primary sources. But here's the strange part. Newspapers did cover it. Articles appeared in 1930 detailing the disappearance before fading quietly from public record. Some versions claimed dozens vanished. Others said it was just a handful, but the core story never changed. A village gone. And then there's Joe LaBelle himself. Some say he was a liar chasing attention, but others, people who knew him, described him as level-headed, honest, a man not prone to wild tales. And if he wanted fame, why disappear from public life soon after? Whatever happened at Lake Anjikuni, whether real, embellished, or erased, it left a scar in Canada's coldest frontier, a ripple in the snow that no one has ever quite explained. And maybe that's what makes it so unsettling. It's not just the mystery, it's that someone didn't want us to remember it. If stories like this vanish from the record, what else have we forgotten? What else have we been made to forget? This has been Log 003 of the Forbidden Logs. If you enjoyed the descent into the unknown, consider subscribing. There are more mysteries waiting to resurface, and some of them might be watching us back. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and don't look away for too long.